Yeah, yeah, Susan Turner told me she's coming after the service. Probably a bit of both. There's some more people coming in, so.
Some people may come, and some people think this is separate.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Welcome. Good to see everyone here this evening. Shabbat Shalom to those joining us on live stream as well. I'm Rabbi Paul Sidlovsky, along with Stephanie Posner and Angel Darmendi. We're going to be leading an abbreviated service tonight. And then, just a reminder, I see some people who I'm guessing are here for our discussion as well as the service, so you're aware. If anyone's not aware, the abbreviated service is so we can have the first in a quarterly discussion series about different topics of interest that connect to Judaism, current event type of topics, ethical issues. So we'll do that after the service. So what we're going to do is go through the whole service, including Kiddush and Motzi, and then we're going to go right into the discussion, and then we'll go for the oneg afterwards. There are leaflets, packets to hand out, and I know you would want to look at them all through the service, so we're going to hand them out later. and we'll pass them out for you to see during the discussion. We're going to start on page 10, how good and how pleasant it is for all of us to be together. Hinei ma tov.
הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב, הנה מה טוב, יאללה יאללה לה 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 לה. הנה מה טוב, הנה מה טוב, יאללה יאללה לה 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 לה. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד.
And we are celebrating a very special occasion this Shabbat. Tomorrow morning, we have 9 of our members who are part of an adult bar-mitzvah class. And they are going to be leading the service tomorrow and chanting from Torah and delivering divrei Torah, their words about the Torah portion. And we're very proud and excited for them. And I'd like to invite those who are here from the group tonight to come up to light candles for us in honor of this occasion. Page 2. So we have Peregrine and Ezra and Rose and Marion and Judith and Marvin and Deborah. Okay, who's lighting? You get the natural leadership qualities. Okay, that's okay. Amen. Shabbat Shalom. Mazel tov to everyone. Thank you. We'll continue on page 9, reading together. If you'd like to join me near the bottom of the page. We offer thanks, O God, for this Shabbat, which unites us in faith and hope, for Shabbat holiness, which inspires sacred living, for Shabbat memories glowing even in darkness, For Shabbat peace born of friendship and love, we offer thanks and blessings, O God. Page 12, we'll continue with Lechun Eranana, Psalm 95.
Lechun eranana l'Adonai, nariya letzur yishenu, nekadma fanav b'toda, bizmirot nariya lo.
And pages 20 and 21, we'll continue with the singing of Lecha Dodi. We'll sing verses 1, 2, 5, and 9. During the last verse, verse 9, I'll ask that everyone please stand, face the doorway to the sanctuary as we symbolically greet the Shabbat bride that we sing about in this piece. And those who are watching on live stream, feel free to stand and face your doorway as well during that last verse.
Yailai lecha dodi, yailai likrat kala, yailai pene Shabbat nekabela. Yailai lecha dodi, yailai likrat kala, yailai pene Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zakor b'dibur echad, Hishmianu el hameyuchad. Adonai echad u'shemo echad, Shemo tiferet ve'elitila, Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha, Ki mekor ha'beracha, Merosh mikadem nesucha, Sof ma'aseh b'machshavat tchila. Yailai lecha dodi, yailai likrat kala, yailai pene Shabbat nekabela. Hitoreri, kiva orech kumi ori, uri shir daberi. Kvod Adonai laich nigla, boi v'shalom ateret bala, gam besimcha uvetzola, toch emunei am segula, boi chala, boi chala. Yailai likrat kala, yailai pene Shabbat nekabela. Yailai lecha dodi, yailai likrat kala, yailai pene Shabbat nekabela.
Page 22, continue with Mizmor Shir, Psalm 92.
Mizmor Shir Yom HaShabbat, Mizmor Shir Yom HaShabbat. Tov lehodot l'Adonai, uzamer l'shimcha elyon, lehagid b'boker chastecha, ve'emunatcha b'alelot, ale asar v'ale navel, ale higayon b'chino. Chatzi Kaddish is found on page 26. Yitgadal v'yitgadash Shemei Rabbah.
Amen.
V'yamad yivrach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei. B'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chayetecho Beit Yisrael. Bagala, bagala, uv'yizman kariv v'yimeru.
Amen.
Yehi Shmei Rabbah mevarach, le'olam u'olmei almaya.
Yitbarach.
Yitbarach v'yishtabach, v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yithadar v'yitale v'yithalal Shmei Kodeshah.
Richu.
Le'elam min kol berchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, damiran b'alma v'yimeru.
Amen. Page 28, please rise for Baruch.
Baruch et Adonai HaMevorach.
Baruch Adonai HaMevorach leolam va'ed. Page 33. Continue together at the top. As you taught Torah to those whose names I bear, teach me Torah too. Its mystery beckons, yet I struggle with its truth. You meant Torah for me. Did you mean the struggle for me too? Don't let me struggle alone. Help me to understand, to be wise, to listen, to know. Lead me into the mystery. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. Praise to you, Adonai, who loves your people Israel. Pages 34 and 35.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kivod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha v'chol nafshecha u'v'chol me'odecha ve'hayu hadivarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam v'shivtecha b'veitecha uv'lachtecha v'derech uv'shochbecha uv'kumecha וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם אמת.
Page 39, and we'll continue together at the top. Standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe what we were taught before ever we stood at Sinai's foot, that wherever we go, it is eternally Egypt, that there is a better place, a promised land, that the winding way to that promise passes through the wilderness, that there is no way to get from here to there except by joining hands, marching together. Mi Chamocha is found on page 40.
מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש, נורא תהילות אוסף אלה, נורא תהילות אוסף אלה, מלכותך ראו בניך, בוקע ים לפני משה ומרים, זה אלי אנו ואמרו אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. ונאמר Amar כי פדה אדוני את יעקב וגלו מיד חזק ממנו ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל.
Page 43. We'll continue reading together at the top. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Adonai, help us to walk with good companions, to live with hope in our hearts and eternity in our thoughts, that we may lie down in peace and rise up waiting to do your will. Baruch atah Adonai, hapores sukat shalom aleinu, ve'al kol amo Yisrael, ve'al Yerushalayim. Blessed are you, Adonai, guardian of Israel, whose shelter of peace is spread over us, over all your people Israel, and over Jerusalem. And page 44, we'll continue with Vishamru as we remember Shabbat as the sign of the eternal covenant between God and the Jewish people.
Vishamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם אותי לעולם ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם וביום השביעי שבת וינפש שבת וינפש שבת וינפש ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם.
Page 46 and the following pages in Hebrew, please rise for tefillah.
Adonai sefotai tivtachu fi yagid tehilatecha Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei avoteinu ve'imotenu Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak ve'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel ve'Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanora El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim V'Konei HaKol V'Zocher Chastei Avot V'Imahot U'Mevi Geula Livnei B'neihem Leman Shemo B'Ahava Melech Ozer U'Moshia U'Magen Baruch atah Adonai Magen Avraham Ve'Ezrat Sarah Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai Mechayeh HaKol Atah Rav Lehoshia Morid Hatal Mechalkel Chayim Bechesed Mechayeh HaKol Berachamim Rabim Somech Noflim Ve'Rofeh Cholim Umatir Asurim Umekayem Amunato Lishenei Afar Michamocha Bal Gevurot Umidom Elach מלך ממית ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה ונאמן אתה להחיות הכל ברוך אתה אדוני מחיה הכל אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלה ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש.
Please be seated. And we'll continue reading together at the top of page 55. May these hours of rest and renewal open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth. May all who struggle find rest on this day. May all who suffer find solace. May all who hurt find healing on this day. May all who despair find purpose. May all who hunger find fulfillment on this day. And may this day fulfill its promise. Baruch atah Adonai mikadesh haShabbat. Praise to you, Adonai, who sanctifies Shabbat. We'll continue on page 60 with a prayer for peace. Shalom Rav.
Shalom Rav, O Yisrael Amcha, Tasim le'olam. Shalom Rav, O Yisrael Amcha, Tasim le'olam. Ki atahu melech adon, lecho hashalom. Ki atahu melech adon, lecho hashalom. Shalom Rav, O Yisrael Amcha, Tasim le'olam. Shalom Rav, O Yisrael Amcha, Tasim le'olam. V'tov be'enecha levarech et amcha Yisrael bechol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Rav, O Yisrael Amcha, Tasim le'olam. Shalom Rav, O Yisrael Amcha, Tasim le'olam. Tasim le'olam.
Take a moment now for individual silent prayer and reflection.
Say shalom, shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom. Oh, say shalom, shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom. Hu yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imeru amen. Oh, say shalom, shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom. Oh, say shalom, shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom.
And we'll continue with a prayer of healing for loved ones. Misha Berach, Avotenu, Abraham, Yitzchak, v'Yaakov, v'Imotenu, Sarah, Rivka, Rachel, v'Leah, hu yivarech v'yirapeh kol cholei Yisrael v'et kol cholei Adam. May God, who blessed our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah. Bless and heal all those who are in need of healing. And on this Shabbat, we think especially of Dawn Axelrod, Rick Yud, Debbie Mann, Isabel Potts, Alan Null, Kayla Mills, Crystal Fleet, Lee Willens, Jeff Willens, Ed Hood, Muriel Koyama, Karen Bauer, Abigail Butsigny Valeri, Butch Horn, Naomi Harris, Tina Linnell DiGregorio, Alan Webb, Amy Jackson, Diana Fernandez, David Greenberg, David Priceman, Selma Samansky, Faye Barnett. We think of those in Israel and Gaza. We are grateful for the release of one hostage this past week and pray for the safe and immediate release of the remaining hostages. If anyone has any names they'd like to add, please do so. If anyone who is sick or injured in need of healing, I'll look in your direction, and when I look around, please mention the name or names. And those watching on live stream, please feel free to mention names out loud or in your own heart at this time as well. And for all the names we have read and mentioned, for those in our own hearts and minds, we say, V'tishlach lahem rufuah shlema, rufuat nefesh, urufuat guf v'nomar.
Amen.
Amen. May God grant all of them a complete and speedy healing, a healing of body and a healing of spirit. And we say,
Amen.
Amen. On page 253, there we'll find Misha Berach, a song, a prayer of healing for loved ones, in the middle of the page.
Misheberach avotenu mikor habracha leimotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Misheberach imotenu mikor habracha lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
Now turn to page 278 for the counting of the Omer. The counting of the Omer is something that happens daily for a period of 7 weeks between the second day of Passover and Shavuot, which is coming up in a couple of weeks. And each day we count the day, and it's called counting the Omer. Omer is a sheaf of the harvest that is gathered as we lead up to harvest time. So it's a very important time. Today, well, technically still today before sundown, it was this last day since last night at sundown, was Lag BaOmer, the 33rd day of the counting of the Omer, which is a special day set aside for celebration. A lot of traditional Jews get haircuts, get married, things that are prohibited during other days of the counting of the Omer, so it becomes a very special place. So wedding halls and barbershops and hairdressers and everything are very packed in certain Orthodox neighborhoods. But today we are going to count the following day, starting this evening with Shabbat. So page 278. Hineni muchanu mezuman lakayem mitzvat aseh shel tzvirat haomer. I am ready to fulfill the mitzvah of counting the Omer.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu al sfirat haomer.
Our praise to you, Adonai, sovereign of all, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to count the Omer. Hayom Yom Shloshim ve'arba'a Shvuot excuse me 1 second. What did we say? 34. Arba'a Shvuot ve'shisha yamim la'omer. Today is the 34th day, which is 4 weeks and 6 days of the Omer. And we are skipping the Devar Torah tonight because of our discussion coming up in a few moments, but I do not want to leave out Smachot, the chance to share happy news before Aleinu. If anyone has any joyous news to share, big or small or in between, please feel free. Debbie? Well, glad to have her here and for this special occasion for you. Would you like to come up? You can both come up if you'd like. You don't have to. That's okay. No, yeah, sure. Debbie will represent you. Anyone else have news to share? Well, I want to share again Mazel Tov to our adult Bar Mitzvah class, and very glad to be celebrating that this Shabbat. And also to mention that this Monday is a very full weekend, and early next week we are going, a group of us are going to the mikveh in Jacksonville, the people who are becoming Jews by choice, who are converting to Judaism, this Monday, and completing it, and some have already have connections through a family member who is Jewish and are members already, and others are currently joining the congregation. So we wish you all Mazel Tov and welcome to Temple Israel. I'll ask everyone to please stand, page 282, in the middle as we open the Ark for Aleinu. Okay, thank you.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים, לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא, שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסר הארץ, ומושב יקרו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינתו זו בגובהי מרומים, הוא אלוהינו אין עוד, אמת מלכנו אפס זולתו, ככתוב בתורתו, וידעת היום והשבות אל לבביך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים, בשמיים ממעל, ועל הארץ מתחת אין עוד. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
Please be seated. Congratulate Debbie also on using that arm to close the ark. That's great. We'll turn to page 295. We think of our loved ones whom death has recently taken from us, those who died at this season in years past, and those whom we have drawn into our hearts with our own. Zichronam livracha. May their memories be for a blessing. We remember for Shloshim, those who have passed away recently, Robert Morales and Tiru Chaba. We think of those in Israel and in Gaza. And we remember the yahrzeit, the anniversary of death of Pat Brill, Anna Hennig Gerfine, Betsy Weinstein, Samuel Wolf, Francis Berlin Diskin, Ben Goldberg, Irma Horn, Ben Goldberg, Howard E. McCormick, George Slavin, Charles Herbert Rosenberg, Bella Wiener, Leontine Querl, Philip Jeff Fixler, Sarah Sokolow, Peggy Sobel, Elise Lieberman, Dorothy Schwartz, Rosalind Mendelson, Rochelle Joyce Greenberg, Denise Othier, Charles P. Bernstein, Arnold Isner. If anyone has names to add for a Shloshim, for a recent death, or yahrzeit, anniversary of death, please feel free to mention the name as I once again look in your direction. And those watching on live stream, again, feel free to mention names at this time as well. For the names that we have mentioned and read, for those in our own hearts and minds, for those who have no one to say the words of Kaddish for them. We turn to page 294. There we find the words of Kaddish, praising God for the gift of life and the memories of loved ones that we have. It's our custom to stand as a sacred congregation together in support of those in mourning, and if you choose to recite these words together. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei rabbah.
Amen.
Ve'almad divrach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei. V'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayei dechol beit Yisrael. V'agala ovizman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei shmei rabbah mevarach le'olam u'amei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitba'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yithalal shmei dekudusha b'richu. Le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, damiran be'alma v'imru, amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, amen. Oseh shalom b'mramav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us, all Israel and all of humanity. And we say,
Amen.
Amen. Please be seated. And I'd like to invite our temple president, Claudia Blackburn, up to share some greetings and announcements.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. I should have said earlier that I am really grateful for air conditioning. It was a beautiful long spring, but that's over. I'd like to thank Rabbi and Maura Stephanie and Ann Hell for the beautiful service tonight, and so glad that you're here. Toda Rabbah to the RBG Fund for sponsoring tonight's Oneg. We ask that everyone remain in their seats for the reproductive rights discussion at the end of the service, and at the conclusion we're going to move into the social hall for the Oneg. So tomorrow morning, please join us for Shabbat morning services at 10 o'clock. In our adult, when our adult bar mitzvah class, it's a really big day, will all be called to Torah. We are so proud of them and the dedication and hard work that they have put in. So please honor them with their presence and help us celebrate with a wonderful Kiddush luncheon. And I'd also like to say thank you to all the people that supported them. You know who you are in this process. And a lot of them, it was truly a challenge, and it really helped to build their spirit and their confidence. And it's all good. Also calling all Scrabble players, Monopoly and Rummy Cube folks, join the usual crew tomorrow night, May 17th at 5:30 for game night. Bring a vegetarian dairy potluck dish to share. And we're also very excited to launch our brand new Temple Youth Experiences for the 25-26 school year. In addition to our wonderful Black Family Religious School, we have new teen leadership programs and social groups starting in the 4th grade. For more information, see the information in the Temple Times or talk with Maura Stephanie. Our Tikkun Leil Shavuot Dairy Potluck Dinner and Service will be at 6 p.m. on Sunday, June the 1st. Come and learn with us as we celebrate Shavuot. And you can find some upcoming activities in your little service brochure. There is something for everyone at Temple Israel. Shabbat Shalom. Thank you.
Thank you, Claudia. And we are going to conclude before benediction and Kiddush and Hamotzi with Ma Yafeh Hayom, page 330. How beautiful is this day, a Shabbat of peace.
Shabbat Shalom, Ma Yafeh Hayom, Shabbat Shalom, Ma Yafeh Hayom, Shabbat Shalom, Ma Yafeh Hayom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom.
Adonai oz le'mo yiten, Adonai varechet amo v'shalom. God, we ask that you give us strength through our gathering together and finding strength in your presence among us, strength through our learning that will take place in a few moments, and strength in our ability to learn from one another and discuss different opinions and different views and find our common humanity in the process. May all of this together help lead us to a community and a world of shalom, of wholeness, and of peace. Amen. Page 5 for Kiddush, blessing for the wine. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho be'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu, zikaron lemase v'reishit, ki hu yom techila lemikra'e kodesh, zecher letziat Mitzrayim, kivanu v'acharta, ve'otanu kidashta, mikohamim, ve'shabbat kodshecha, be'ahava uvratzon, hinchaltanu, Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat. L'chaim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz b'te'avon. Shabbat Shalom. Please stay in your seats. So we're going to start in just a minute. So Stephanie is going to be handing out some leaflets, one each,